Ryan, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for the Super Chat contribution, Ryan. Afternoon, gentlemen. What, as fans, should we be keeping our eyes on this weekend against Arkansas State?
They have a ton of transfers, of FBS transfers. I think Jerry Emig from Ohio State Sports Information said 24, 25, something like that, Division I FBS transfers. Their quarterback, James Blackman, was at Florida State. I believe he was on Last Chance U. He's somebody who can sling the ball around a little bit. They have a couple of transfer running backs, including Brian Sneed, who was formerly at Ohio State. I think their other back is I think he was at Iowa State, if I remember right. I just posted Tail of the Tape over at Buckeye Huddle, where I kind of go through and look at the roster. Their defensive ends are smallish. One's like 240, one's like 220. Their offensive line is not overly big. Their center is 6'2", 280. I think that, he's going to have his hands full with Michael Hall and some guys like that. I think that you don't look at 58-3 against Grambling and be like, oh, my God, this is a team that scores in bunches. Eddie Robinson is not walking through that door right now at Grambling. The program has had some issues here in past years. They're certainly trying to turn some things around. I think that they have a pretty good hire there, but they're having to go by way of the transfer right now to try and get some things rectified. They got a lot of guys that have left other programs. The question why did they leave these other programs? Is it because they weren't able to get opportunity where they were at? I mean, saw several guys from Tennessee and some other programs as well. You generally don't take a step down in classification just because you just want a new challenge. I think it's a case of you weren't getting a lot of playing time there. But there will be some names there that'll be slightly familiar to fans of recruiting, but really Blackman and Sneed are the two that I think that'll jump off the page.
Blackman's becoming one of these guys that hangs around for a decade. He may have flashbacks to the opener of 2017. That was his first collegiate game when DeAndre Francois was knocked out by Alabama. He came into the game. He weighed about maybe 150 pounds soaking wet, and he wasn't too prepared for the Alabama defense physically. That was a bit of a rough go for him to get his collegiate career off to a start there.
Hey, if you get bored watching Ohio State, flip it over to Fox, because our guy Quinn Ewers will be over there with his comedy stylings over there on Fox, trying to light up the Alabama defense. So, I don't know what the line is on that game. It's at Texas. Is it probably 14 points, 10, 14 points? I don't know.
I saw 19.5.
Yeah, probably not enough.
Well, hopefully somebody gives Quinn a ride to the game, since apparently his car got towed after the season opener. Not exactly sure how that happens. I mean, I know that we sit there, and those of us who follow Ohio State football players read all sorts of stories on Twitter about Campus Park ticketing these guys. If you're getting towed, I mean, either he must park next to a hydrant, or I don't know. I don't know how you do that at that point. But fortunately for Quinn and his holy kombucha money, he probably just went out and bought another car.
The line is up to 20 now, so it continues to grow. We'll see where it is on Saturday.
Yeah, I don't think that'll sway me.